Okay, let's see if we can do this a little bit better for the 12 or so people who watched the last 6 hours of streaming over the last 2 days. I am sorry, we are starting completely from fresh. And here we go. But I have my reasons. Where's my slime? Slime. Where did you go? There was my slime. Or I should say me. Let's make me a little bit bigger, shall we? A little bit bigger, a little bit better area. It's me after all. You guys want to see me. Oops, I minimized. Can't minimize that program else it stops tracking volume. And then you won't see me talk. You just hear me and see me floating a little bit. Anyways, I started a completely new fresh save. We're going to come in here. We're going to just do a little bit of edit settings because there was two things that needed to change. Character inventory size needed to be a little bit bigger, leaving everything else realistic. And optimal spawn distance we're having at 5,000. So you, my friends who join occasionally will just be within 5K of wherever I am. It could be right on top of me. It could be 5 kilometers away. Could make that smaller, but I don't think I will. And besides that, everything else is the same. No added mods, no nothing. It's just two tiny little world settings to make it a little bit more viable as a stream, because having to run back and forth 1 billion times instead of 1 trillion times is way better. Right? Right. Bloody wait, bloody ever wait, never. Okay. So the thumbnail has also been updated with the new slide. So yay. I didn't delete the others, I just removed them from, I just unlisted them. So they will always be available. If people want me to relist them, I can, to show how I got a crappy start. But that's okay. This one will be better. This one will be the best. We will have the greatest of times. We will have the worst of times. And it takes forever to load. So there's that. And audio seems good. Audio seemed good from the last one. We're not going to have background music. We'll just have whatever silence in between. Tired of trying to adjust desktop audio, browser audio for specific things. So it'll be you, the game, and whoever joins on top of with myself. And we are actually spawning on Helios. We found Helios is the Earth-like that is way better. Okay, this spawn will look like it will do. We could easily get down to some water. We're not going to start right next to water, but it's close enough. Did I mute all sound from the game? No, okay. Maybe I turn on the game music at very low. I'm not sure if it's copyright free though, so I'll just put it like maybe 10%. Something like that. So if the music starts playing, it starts playing, and we can see, and we're about to land. And whoop. Now what we do is we go landing gear. One of them broke. But anyways, I'll walk off, unlock. Fuck. Okay. Now assuming this isn't too steep, we should be able to get back out and in fairly easily. Now we need to start doing the drill thing again. That's actually a nice texture. Oh, this planet has a ring around it. Nice. Somewhat different. It'll probably give us organics at the top. Oh, we don't need organics. So I'm just going to wind down to a stone layer. About like that. And then start picking up stone. This just means we could do 3 trips instead of 1 with the new inventory change. Doesn't change the inventory management of our ships, just ourselves. Which means we could easily overload our ship, so it's actually a little bit harder. If you think of it that way. Good 10,000 of that being made. We got a little bit of organics. We'll throw in here. Okay. And I plan on streaming for a good while, so... And I told the Haru, who I was trying, I think was trying to convince me not to do the restart, that I'd be back up and running by the time he got home. Well, I believe he's getting home any minute now, so I doubt I'll be back up and running. It took me far too long to work on my son now. And I used AI for what it's meant to be used for. Guidance. I uploaded my original thumbnail to Google AI and said, hey, can you suggest any way I could edit this to make it more clear and for people to join and be able to enjoy the thumbnail and maybe click on it? And then followed some prompts. All the art, everything else I did. The Space Ace thing is from Space Ace, however he did his. I just copied it and put a gold border around it. It was good, just like all the art on my character is directly hand drawn by me and painted and stuff. I use AI to assist. I used AI to help me write the description. After I wrote the description, I then passed it through AI just to see if there was any edits it thought would make it more better. Like I said, I use AI to assist. Okay, so first things first, we are going to need a bunch of that. We're going to need a bunch of that, and we're going to need a bunch of that. We're actually going to need 3. We're going to need 400 because we want 100 of those. So then you can make whatever. Oh, and we'll also. No, yeah. No, it's just giving us this. We don't actually have to refine any of this. I was doing that wrong last time. Good to know. I'm going to want to probably create 100 of those. We'll want to create one of these when we can. Probably sooner the better on at least making that. Let me go. Oh, how are those stones? At least have plenty of stone. Yeah, this is going to be so much better. So much better. I mean, just look how smooth the terrain is. We're getting started here. This is like the hardcore setting on easy start. Versus Earth like with rovers. Holy cow. The difference in night and day. Let's go do that. We want to make this stuff sooner than later. I'm going to get some steel plates put up, and then we'll make a quick little thing, and then we'll head off towards the water, which I believe was that way, but it could have been that way. So it was that way. I could see it from here. And then we'll make a water platform or something. I'm going to do this the fast way. Not that I didn't do it the fast way last time. I'm just not going to go as high, and I'm not going to worry about lining it up with that because we now know that doesn't matter. Ooh, actually, I'm going to take a leaf from command. Boom. That. I might actually go 2 up. I think he only did 1, but I'm going to go 2. 2. Do, 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 do. Do, do. And go bloop. And go boom. Okay. Apparently my mic was muted. Don't know why. The only way it would be muted was if I hit end, and end I have not hit. Thank you. And since I was muted, apparently, what's up? Hi, how are you doing? I've been okay. I've been talking to myself for 30 minutes, and apparently only I could hear myself. Glad to hear you're doing great. 27 minutes I've been live. And I didn't know there's that red X under the mic. Not the worst. Oh, when did I've been streaming on and off for years. This is my first time back and my first time streaming on YouTube, actually. I used to stream on Twitch all the time. But I just got back into streaming yesterday, and it didn't go so well, and I had to redo a bunch of things so that it would be better today. And I just got to gather all this stuff up. I should probably... Did I already destroy... I already destroyed the alkaline battery. Next time I gotta remember to save that. It's been a year and a half, 2 years since I last streamed. Life got busy and I just had to stop for a while. So just getting back into it. And I generally stream primarily Space Engineers or other Sandbox type games. And there's not that much of a crowd on Twitch for it. So I thought, well, if I'm getting back into it, and I've lost all my audience on Twitch, I might as well come over and just start streaming on YouTube. So it's just going to be getting used to streaming again, that stream nerves and the minor things that go wrong that you forget to check about. And resetting up all the interactions, because my old computer that I used to stream on died, and I don't have any of my old assets and stuff. I had to remake everything from scratch. And since I mostly play Space Engineers, I've gotten to Space Engineers is a little boring. So I'm playing Space Ace's Extreme Hardcore Modpack, which is a little bit more story-based. Oh, nice. Play Witcher 3. I play those, I just don't stream them. It's been a while since I played Red Dead Redemption, but I just played GTA not too long ago. But I still need to beat The Witcher 3. I beat Witcher 1 and Witcher 2. I haven't beat Witcher 3 yet. Despite buying it day one with all the season pack and everything else. But playing Sandbox games is just relaxing, and it allows me to look over at chat and be able to chat while doing things like grinding up all this material so I could go refine it all. Sorry to hear you can't play games this week. Hopefully that project you're working on comes out good. Yeah, I've spent this entire morning working on my little PNG avatar. It's way better than my old one. Getting better at it. Even if it's years in between working on it. Warning. Suit energy is low. Get back to your ship before you die. Make sure you don't have your helmet on, because once the power goes off and your helmet's on, you start suffocating. That's awesome. Eventually I'm going to learn live 2D. I loved the challenge of learning everything myself and doing things. It took me forever to master the flat cap look, which is the kind of hat I wear in real life. I don't have a Discord or anything, so... But I'm sure your work is awesome. I don't know how I'd be able to see it. And just a heads up, if this is leading into a sales pitch, you're barking at the wrong tree. I don't do that. I do everything myself. That's just an assumption. I just wanted to let you know ahead of time, so if you don't waste your time. And we are home again. I believe I have an email tied to my YouTube channel. You can always email me something that way. I'll check it out at some point. That some sensor clusters will be nice later on. All of this will be nice later on. Not really useful to me at this moment. See, did I need some of this copper on my basic assembly bench? Oh, I'm just missing some plates. Nice. Making progress. Don't know if I can, concrete, I guess. Yeah, it was, okay. Going to get plenty of materials from all this, that's for sure. Unknown signal, but my inventory is still full. But that's good material that I need. But first things first, I need to charge my batteries. Every time I charge my batteries, I take a swig of my drink. And batteries are charged. That's you. Pretty close. Another one through the night. The darker the night. God, I love that wing. I am so glad we restarted onto this planet. Everything is just like new, fresh, exciting. And the 3 times inventory is fantastic. I like hardcore, but there's hardcore and there's just annoying for annoyance sake. And player inventory management to me is annoyance for annoyance sake, but grid inventory management is supposed to be hard. Because if I didn't have 3 times inventory on, I wouldn't be able to disassemble any of this unknown signal and take the stuff back. I'd have to find a way to drag it back. Speaking of dragging, I am eager to let me grab with my tube in my hand, please. But man, the first 30 minutes of this stream is going to be kind of rough, but that's okay. I think I could cut it out in the VOD. I don't know what I can do with live stream VOD actually. Can I edit it? Can I just go swoop? Sorry. Swoop. There it is. So the train still gets a little bit rough, but not nearly as bad as Earth-like. Let's hit the button and see what we win. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Except a bunch of materials. And don't need a parachute hatch. We don't need a small cargo container. Don't need a small conveyor. It's the battery that I want to keep. It's a small acid battery. If we look up acid battery, a simple stores a moderate amount of power, 75% recharging efficiency. So it could, once you use it, you could only ever get it back up to 75%. I believe is what that means. But everything else can go. In fact, let's detach it. Can we detach it? Can't detach another faction's block. Well, we might not be able to save it. Oh. I might be able to weld it to something to get it to be ours, but let's finish taking this part, then I'll grab that. Because all of this iron, I think we get back 9 iron per scrapped iron sheet. I know it takes 20, but that's 9 iron, you know, per iron sheet. So I want to, at the beginning here like this, to speed things up, I'm taking all of this. Did I get a better tool? No, sometimes these drop pods give you better tools. I think I need to note to myself to take the PNG tuber out of my tags. No one looks up PNG tubers. They look up games or they get part of communities. And we're grinding, grinding, grinding the pod. Watching it now. to its bare bones. And I had a lot of zingers at the beginning and it was muted for that 30 minutes. Boo! Oh well. At least it was only 30 minutes and not like hours. What is that? That cow. First thing I'm making the workbench is going to be a whatchamacallit, handgun, so I could take care of wolves because I'm not near water where I could drown them. This block will despawn in less than 2 minutes. Or an hour. Sorry, that's an hour and 55 minutes. I could handle that. Let's just watch the floating block as we go around the road. This planet is smaller than the Earth, like by like 1 kilometer or something like that, I believe. At least the atmosphere is so free. Make sure I'm still heading the right direction after turning my head. I get lost easily. I get lost so easily. Move my mic a little closer to my mouth so when I'm whispering, you guys can still hear. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Bloop, bloop. We around the world. I can see your destination from here. I wonder how much charge is left in this battery. I wonder how expensive the welding plate is. Because things are a little tight at the moment. Then night is young and you're so well. Anybody see Men in Tights? Such a good movie. Every once in a while, I just think of that song. So, Robbins with Maid Marian, and everyone's watching from behind a sheet, and things don't look correct. It's hilarious. On the bright side, I think I'm doing better on my dead air commentary without music playing, because I can't rely on music now. Hey, and guess what? Fog. If you know, you know. But it does make it brighter for you guys, right? Let me see. Can I see better? No, not really. I have my phone watching the live stream, so I can see how the quality is. But I had the volume down, so I wouldn't have to hear myself. So now I can talk a little bit and see if I can hear myself. Maybe. Come on, delay. On delay. How is the volume? Oh, yeah. Audio is working. Wait. 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 Okay. So we got stuff. And we have things to do. Our inventory is pretty much full. And boop. That's done. And now I can throw all this stuff in here, right? Anything that can go in here or should go in here. I think that's about it. Well, I can throw some of these wires in here. And now this should only be recycling and grinding things down. Why isn't it recycling and grinding things down? You in there, you can go in there, you can go in there. You. No, wait. My power is a little bit drained. And then no ending. Okay, so next up we need to get a welding plate onto this thing. Which means I need, oh, that's not bad. Production. I know I said I wasn't going to create anything here, but I really just need 2 of these things. Real quick, you know. I haven't moved anything over to the other place yet. Then I'm just going to throw that battery right there. And then we go. Okay. Can I remember how to actually use this? Right click sensors, left, have your rotate. It's been a while. What? Here do I claim you? That on there, it should clean it. Yo, I need 1 more of these things, please. As soon as you can, if you would. Make me 1 of these so I can do this. Okay. Transfer to me. Yes. Okay. Oop. 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 almost all the way back to where we were. Like, seriously. We've been streaming an hour, and I'm farther than I was 2 hours into this. It's just night and day between, well, my last attempt at this and this time. What am I grabbing from here? I guess more material. Why are my lights not? My lights didn't want to turn on for some reason. We need stuff for this. Do I want to go 3 kilometers on foot, or do I want to work on this? Or can't I? Don't think I could get the tires done in time. How are we doing here? You're almost out of stuff to do. Let me go get some stone, because that will supplement anything I go and grab. That could go there. That could go there. That. Got some stone right here. Three times inventory is so much better. Put the stone in. Let it process it a little bit, and then I'll throw the stone in some more. Oh, processes 100 at a time, so it just has to process 4 times before I can empty my inventory. Or what I can do is just go, hey, you still have inventory room. Go in there. I'm going to go for one. I don't like a pistol just in case, because nothing bad has happened yet, and that it's really weird. Something bad always happens. Like me forgetting to charge my oh no, I have good charge. I was looking at my food. Supply transfer, huh? So all of this is just going to be in the dark. Not much I can do about that. Unknown logistics position. This is going to be a long walk. 3 kilometers. Is it worth it? You think it's worth it? Probably not dragging an acid battery all the way back though. I couldn't figure out how to hack it. Because I can't, break it down and then rebuild it, because I could have. Maybe. I was very careful. Because I would have been being very careful, and that is not my MO. When it comes to grinding things down, I just grind. So that supply transfer is really close. It's like within attack distance close. Don't want to get closer to it right now. And it's getting closer, huh? Okay. It's just going across. I heard you. You didn't even hit me. My reaction time's way too fast for you, Wolf. And I was pre-planned ahead for you guys. Anybody else? No? Gladly take your meat. Food. Yeah. Well, you could really see the ship when it was going across there, huh? Can't see it with the night sky. It's right there. You can see it block out the stars, though. So this trip is probably going to take about 15-ish minutes to get there. Probably 5 minutes to go in and maybe 15 minutes to get back. Maybe a little less running-wise, but... Oh, it's in the water. Great. I've already come 1.5 kilometers. I might as well go the rest of the way. Blink, a blink, a blink, a blink, blink. Don't mind me, I'm just doing my best to keep the noise up so that it seems like I'm engaging with an audience. Which will happen eventually. That was some mushroomage. Think if I jump, it'll go faster? A little bit worried about my energy, especially if I have to go underwater. But we'll see. I bet there's no sign of an asteroid. It was this side of the rings. But if it's too deep, I won't be able to get there. This might just be a waste of a trip. I would turn off my lights, but, you know, it'd be like this. And you guys wouldn't be able to see anything. Like, I could see the outline and stuff, but it's how dark YouTube makes dark things. That's how dark YouTube makes dark. I guess that's a proper sentence. It didn't mean. Got 500 into the water, huh? Into the water we go. Now we'll blow through energy a little bit faster because... But we can float. Does that make us move faster? Kind of. It's a little bit deep here. I might want to actually float upwards. Come on, no, upwards. Thank you. Go and drag it back to shore. I'm not going to try and salvage it in the water. That would be silly. Not that far to shore. Come with me. You see a place called Dry Land. Oh, I've lost my swimming ability. Come on. Swim upwards, please. At least it's maintained its momentum, so we're still getting closer to land. I can't tell if I'm heading towards land anymore. I might not have enough energy to fully, oh, come on. Beat yourself, please. No? Okay. We're not going to be able to scrap this one. But we will get the contents out of it. Hopefully. We got the plushie. Then I'll try and get some of these things that give us more than just yeah, I know my energy is low. Okay, it's gone. Nothing I can really do. Oh, maybe. 20. Okay, now we gotta go. Off the helmet. There's a chance we die on our way back. By the way, death counter reset, so I should probably reset that, huh? How do you reset a death counter? Maybe I should add a better death counter, one that's actually visible on screen, as well as my objectives. I need to do that too. That'll be something to work on. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe on Friday. It's weird. The views keep going up, but the concurrent viewers, or people viewing it right now, I think is 0. 1. Well, myself on my phone. That's okay. I don't need views. I just need the thumbnail to look good enough to advertise this Modpack. And I just need to have fun, which I am having, as I race the power to get back home. Still 2 kilometers away. Now, I don't know if that was worth it. We'll have to check our inventory when we get back, but I don't think that was really worth it. I think I also need to work on my overlays. I just did a quick job. I'll get better overlays next time. I'm just thinking to myself, don't mind me. Thinking on what I need to do to improve this. Did I realize, looking at my stream, I'm wearing a black cap, and it's night, and so it's hard to tell where my avatar begins, and the night starts. 12 energy remaining. 1.15 kilometers to go. I think we'll make it. Gonna be close though. Look, it saved. I wonder if anyone will join today. Or did I annoy them all by starting completely fresh? This is like the 8th time I've done it to them. I'm very indecisive. But I'm actually having fun this time, so this one's not going to start over. This is going to be outplayed with. Yes, I know my suit energy is low. I'm working on it, game. 500 meters to go. 9 seconds, or 9 energy left. I don't know how many that relates to seconds, but don't know how fast I check through energy without using O2 and only having the lights on. I'm not using any tools. Tools are actually out of hand now. To go third person, but then we can't see anything. And in a second, we'll be starting to work on the wheels. But first things first, time for a drink. You know, the best thing about not doing socials is that I don't have to give out my socials. If you want to talk with me, you can do it through YouTube. Mainly on the live streams. I might change in the future if I get an actual audience, but for now, I don't need to worry about it. We are full on energy. Throw that in there. Throw all this in there that can. Production. Make us food as you get the availability to. Stuff in here. And I got the plushie, but I don't want to do the plushie because I only get a scrap back and I don't want to lose it yet. I could put a cobalt in here. Oops, that's cool. I thought that was iron. That in here. That's there. That's there. Okay, we're going to be working on getting the wheels on. So let's set some stuff up here. Landing gear. Unlock. Piston. Reverse. And we get lifted just ever so slightly into the air. Going to have an issue getting back in there, I have a feeling, but okay. Put this one to here. And steel plate, and I can't knock that. This will look very familiar to some people. This is my standard way of doing it. No, no, the wasted plate. Need more steel plate. Probably make sure I have a way back onto this before anything else. That's what it is. When I rotate something, it mutes my mic. I have to change my hotkey for that in OBS as soon as I'm done with this. So I don't know if I was muted there for a moment or not. Or how long I was muted. Stupid dogs. I love my dogs. Stupid dogs. On here want to eat me, and I don't like to be eaten. So they are therefore stupid. I don't know what the other one went. I got 2 of them. Guess that's all that matters. Anyways, let me alt tab, go in here, go file, settings, hotkeys, go all the way down to mic, and I can't change it while streaming. Good to know. So if I suddenly go quiet, let me know. I'll do my best not to have to rotate anything. Anyways, I have to rotate something. Unfortunately, I gotta use it. Okay, I'm not muted. I'll just keep checking on that throughout the time. Wait, I can't jump on down. Jump in here. Yay. Grab all this stuff. Is that cooked meat? It is. Cooked meat only gives 18%, but it means I can save my other meat for, or better meals for other things. Now, normally I would waste 4 more plates to put a decoration thing there. I'm not going to this time. I'm trying to do this as efficiently as possible, to my knowledge. So, wheels on disc. Do we do the heavy? Takes a bit more steel. Axle with heavy sprung metal over wheels. Well, we'll go with heavy, I guess. Why am I muted again? I didn't rotate any. Something else causing me to get muted? I'm going to have the volume up on my phone. I'll just have to listen to myself a little. Hopefully not loud enough where you guys can hear, but I can hear. Okay, so set up. About a 30-second delay. It's not too bad. Maybe 15, 30 seconds. It's way better than it was. Come on. All we need to do is travel to the unknown signal, and then we can come back. And I'm testing if I can concentrate on talking while listening to myself talking in the past. And I don't know if that's going to be possible. It seems okay. Something. For dinner tonight, it's a fin for yourself night. Today I have a frozen pizza. So I can just go make that whenever I feel like. Which will probably be in about 30 minutes. I'll get it started. And then I'll just eat it as ice cream. Because we are going to get a base foundation set up today. Where is the inventory? Well, that's a better welder. So I can go right there. What we need is a better grinder that will make this faster. It'll come in time. You know what I think is never discussed in any of the Harry Potter series? Is how you actually make spells, because Snape made a spell, Symptom Sephiroth. But how did he do that? You'd have to really get to know the theory of magic, I guess, and how it all functions. But the books never go into that. What I'm hoping is that if you remember of the Star Wars extended universe through the books and stuff, I'm hoping that eventually we get that with Harry Potter in the Wizarding World. But I don't know if there was a collab. Like, all of them had to follow certain rule sets for the Star Wars, and I don't know if there's anything set up like that for Harry Potter. I'm not going to be able to get all of this. Go until I hit 20 power and then go one back. Got most of it. So. And our inventory is almost full anyway, so. Grinding is just a power hog. I'm down concurrent viewers, but I'm still watching my own stream. Why? I'm still streaming, right? Yeah. I think so. I mean, still coming through on my phone. We might not make it in time. We have 19 kilometers, or 1.9 kilometers to go, and 17 power to get there. And I have to stop for a second because I accidentally covered up my mute button to make sure I'm not muted. What are you scratching at me, Peppy? It's not dinner time. Yeah, you still have 30 minutes. Yeah. Snorted at me. No scratching at me, Peppy. I might have to, once we get back, I might have to go feed the dogs a little early. I normally feed them between 4 and 5, and it's 4:30, so no wonder he's scratching, but that will make it back in plenty of time. We've already outpaced the power draw, and that's with stopping a few times. Oh, preheat the oven and get dinner going. I won't be gone long. Less than 5 minutes. Probably less than 3. Maybe even less than 2. I just have to hit a preheat button on the oven and pour some dog food into 2 bowls for my 2 dogs. And we'll be good. What is that? Incon. The Scuddler. Oh, I never made a faction, did I? Now is not some time to make a faction. You're racing against the clock for power. I get distracted too easily. I have a thought. Must act. We're almost there. Just a few more meters. And then a few hops and a jump, and the energy is critically low. There. It's okay, let me do a quick be right back, and I'll be right back. Okay. So I also got me a slice of water. I need to some of this. Hold that in there. Over here. Put this stuff way in here. And dogs, I had a feeling. Oh, that's a lot of dogs. I'm glad I got a lot of ammo. The question is, can I outrun them fast enough? I don't think I can. They're going to kill me. I don't know where that one ran off to. I fell down a hole. This is not good. Well, maybe it is good. Until I go to get up into the walls. One hit point left. Don't want to die. I know one went running. I'm running to my pod to go get health. I could care less about the food right this moment. I'd rather not die. I could have helped it. Come on, jump it. I didn't die. Holy cow, I didn't die. There's so many wolves. That was exciting. Okay. Now let's go try and find some of the corpses so we could get some food. I must have already looted that one out of habit. Yeah, the chances of me actually finding these wolves when I was just running around with my head cut off, trying to survive, is like non-existent. Unless I just stumble across one. Drop the gravel. My inventory's still a bit full, but that one's so close I gotta go get it. At least it's inventory content. If they're within 2.5 kilometers of me out today, if they're out of that range, I'm not going to bother on foot. By the way, if anyone has any questions on how to do anything, I know a lot about this game. I know a lot about this mod pack. So just ask questions and I'll gladly answer them. As we went towards the unknown signal, hopefully the sun will come up soon. It's been dark this entire stream, pretty much. We had maybe 20 minutes of light before the night set in, but it is a pretty night. Gotta admit that. Let's see. Spin the wheel and what do we get? Absolutely nothing. Ooh, a better drill. And a better grinder. All I could ask for. Better grind to it. And a better drill. So now we get through this a little bit faster. Also, if you notice anything that you think I could improve about my streams, let me know. I'm doing just this fun, trying to promote some other person's Modpack just because I like it so much. I actually want to get tomorrow. We have a, okay, good. We have this big list that you will see popping up here of objectives to complete. We have to go into each of these planets and get the temple artifacts that are on them. That is the goal. And it is a long list. So, and I don't know where they are on the planet, so you have to scavenge the planet. Because they spawn, I think, randomly. So a point of interest spawn. I mean, I could always cheat, but I don't cheat. I was about to say, I could always look on the admin tab at where entities are. They wouldn't tell me where they are. It would just tell me that they have spawned. But then I could go spectator and trace my way back to myself and know. But I would never do that. Ever. That's just not me. That's not what I do. If I'm going to play a hardcore game, I'm going to play it hardcore. Unless it's something that I disagree with. Like, I'll get rid of that. Like the player inventory size. Like, that should just be sweet. It's just so nice to be sweet. And it's also nice to be coming back from scavenging a unknown signal and not have to worry about power. When we do get back, I do gotta go throw on my pizza. Because the oven should be preheated by then. We'll get back and organize inventory and make sure everything's set. But then we'll have the wheels on and we can go. And unless he decided not to join, the hall's not even back yet. On yet. I don't know if he decided. He said he might be able to. Doesn't mean he will. He works today and tomorrow and all week actually. I've also worked on noise reduction on my mic, so you won't hear my clicks, hopefully, as much. Like, I was snapping all the way to my mic, and you could just barely hear it. You see how it's not 100% smooth. Those little wrinkles here and there, but it's not like jagged. So you could still get high centered if you're not careful on the steeper slopes. And that's just this planet. It's not part of. We don't have like smooth rocks a lot or anything like that. That's just the planet. Can't jump. You can do it. Come on, jump. Let's see. So that and now, 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 that. And now that and now that. And finally that and that. And then I'll add this to here so it can cook. Take some of the iron so this can cook. Boom. Boom. One tire and suspension complete. Which is all I had asked it to make, so now I'm going to go around asking it to make everything else. So that will be busy. Come on, jump. Come on, jump. Come on, jump. 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 Thank you. Let's go ahead and grab all this stuff.
Please.
Oh, hello.
Did you just stop streaming?
No, I'm still streaming.
But I was... No, it says live. Huh. Probably because I had to pause you downloading something.
Aha. But I'm almost back to full Wovo again.
Oh, that's good. Maybe I should wait to join until you found a place you want to work with.
Those walls are like just over this little hill. And you'll spawn within 5 kilometers of me, so. Or if you just want to join the faction, you can spawn on me. Speaking of which, I need to make a faction.
That's true. We could do that. Take me a minute. I still gotta launch the game.
I chose the worst keybind for mute. And unknown signals are where it's at.
Yeah, they give you a decent amount of stuff.
They do. And you could fully tear them down now with the 3x player inventory without having to run back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And 1 iron sheet scrap gives you 9 ingots. And it takes 20 ingots to, make a sheet, so I think it's a little bit more efficient than stone, just because it takes 100 stone to get I think 5 ingots. Plus you have the time you have to wait.
Right.
And it's getting annoying listening to myself, but because I chose end to mute myself real quick and unmute myself, and I totally forgot that end is a rotate thing. So it's like every time I rotate, I mute myself. It's like, no. And I had my first viewer I chatted with. Turned out it was one of those, so you're a PNG tuber. Do you want to hire me to make your PNGs?
Mm-hmm.
And
They've discovered that engaging with someone is apparently a better way to get customers.
Yep, I know, it was fun talking with him. And it's just the moment I said, I do my own art and everything myself. I don't need to purchase anything. They disappeared. But that's to be expected. Also, wolves are dangerous. They almost killed me. I had like 6 or 7 of them spawn all on me, and it was like running around. I ended up killing them with me having 1 hit point left. It was an epic stream moment. I was running around so blind, trying to backtrack and shoot them, that I fell into my mine, and I'm not even close to my mine right now when it happened. Ooh, does that mean the sun's coming up finally? It's the best time to spawn in.
Here comes the sun.
And it'll be right back. I'm just going to mute myself. I'm not going to go to the be right back screen just because I just gotta go throw a pizza in the oven.
Lily. Master Lily.
That was perfect timing. The moment I set the pizza in the oven, the preheat signal went off.
Nice. So I can't spawn on you.
Oh, you can't spawn on me?
Nope.
Let me switch makes that well you can. I didn't know if you wanted to do that or not.
Might as well.
Okay, you should be able to now.
Fresh. Oh, there it is.
What's the problem?
When I respawned on you, it acted like I've lived in this world before.
Ew. Well, just eat some food. There's some here. You want some cooked meat? Oh no, there's some in my in the survival kit. Some cooked meat. You just gotta jump, do some parkour to get up here. It's a little hard at the moment.
I would love to if someone would stop headbutting my hand off the mouse.
But I do believe that's all the wheels fully made. Let me rename this to, that's back. Rename this to 1, 2, 1, 2. I got that wrong. The front is the back is the front. Have you looked up yet outside?
No.
We should. That might just be the
Interesting.
we have a halo. Oh wait.
And of course, just monk singing pop in my head.
I think we need. You destroy my parkour system?
It's a system.
I do mean that sarcastically.
I'm gonna sit here and be useless for a minute because I have a cat that does not take no for an answer. So let me go see what she wants.
Switch this to apps, and we'll make this one on detail screen. Switch this one to app, and this for wide survey. So that when we get this complete. What am I needing? I'm needing iron. Why am I not surprised? Little bit wide from my side. And a bunch of computers. If all I'm missing is a bunch of computers, that means all I have to do is this.
Okay. So how are things?
I'm just making the last bit of computers for the helm, and then we're good to go. And we're pretty much set where we were before. Maybe not 100% there, but, you know, close enough. It didn't take me nearly as long as last time. But about the same amount of time will pass from when you join to when I'm mobile. That's last time, which is weird. Real coincidence. Let's see if this is enough computers. It is. So... Testing... We have a metal detector. Off. Parking brake off. Oh. This should actually be switch lock. Scan. Lift. Away.
While you're getting ready, someone wants to talk to me. I will be back in a few minutes.
Okie dokie. And so let's scan. See what pops up. Few ores in our area. I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. Good thing I have extras. Oh, it's the deer moving around. I thought I heard movement. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can. You can. You can do it. Okay, so let's see. You need iron. That is not iron. That is copper. That was something. See what that is. That is niter. That is be that. And this one silver. Cool. I don't see anything but silver because it's blocking the way here. That is iron. Holy crap. Really? Yeah. That's iron. Now I can tap that down. because it would bug me. Okay. Iron is this way. We'll get an inventory full of iron. And then we'll go look for a place to set up. Oh, there's bauxite right here too, huh? And closer, oh, of course. And that's a tree. Don't scan and drive, people.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. I found iron.
It looks good.
Yeah, there's
You
bauxite
also
too.
found aluminum.
I'm more interested in iron.
I'm more interested in aluminum, not far from iron, preferably.
Well, I found some iron on the scan. I'm just trying to get us there. And then we'll go look for a place to actually set up after we get an inventory full of iron. Do you see how smooth this place is to just drive?
It really is.
Oh, nice. This is the hardest core of the hardest core, and we chose easy.
We want an easier start. It's not like any start's going to be easy in this one.
Yep. Okay, here's the iron. Unfortunately, it's on a steep bit of the hill. So I'm going to go down
The
the
easier
hill.
to dig into the hill.
Yep. Can you get in and out okay right here?
Oh, you had it for a second.
You had it for a second on my screen.
Seems doable.
Okay, as long as it's doable. Ow. Okay, so what was that iron? Should I park on top of the iron? And then you could start a hole.
We kind of already are.
Oh, do you see it?
No, but I know roughly where it was.
These wolves, man, they tried to sneak up on you. Oh, if you were on the stream, how's the stream quality for you?
Okay. Better than yesterday.
Okay, good.
In fact, what's it say it's at? It says it's at 1080 60p. It was lower earlier, but I was updating games.
Because I worked hard on that today. By hard, I looked up several videos on what's the best setting for. You know, you're going awfully steep.
Yes, but I can actually get up it surprisingly.
Let me get back in here. Let me get back. Let me get. Okay. And you're 25 away. It's 80 away. So.
Do you want to hear the sad part about this steepness?
What's that?
I'm not even aiming down.
Yeah, it's just the. Oh, you're right. No, maybe not. Okay, do you see the respawn pod signal? Or me? I've moved the rover to be as close to the iron as possible. As a guide on the direction pad. Lots of wolves. Oh, you could actually see it now with your hand drill.
Too steep.
Yeah, I spent an hour earlier on the last save looking for iron, and there was none to be found. It was everything else, but not iron, and I was refusing to constantly just use stone. Stone is annoying to use. Just for iron. I wouldn't drop it a little too steep. That's still get up. It just dropped steeper than the rest. You might want to, yeah, swing it around. You're doing it.
Ah, unidentified signal, 2,100. Think I can drill all the way through to it? Oh.
Yes. Yes, you can. Would you want to, though?
Probably not.
Oh, you're on the iron right now. Have exposed the iron. And I am going to drop the stone because iron is much more effective at the moment.
Gonna ask, can you get around me?
Yep. And fill up every ounce of this with iron, and then you'll go looking for a place to build. Probably also GPS this iron hole, huh?
Depends on how far we're going.
I'm not even calling it an iron mine, I'm just calling it iron hole. And I'm not even the hole as in like hole in the ground. No, maybe that is hole in the ground. Maybe the... Never mind. I'm an idiot. This has been proven many times.
We're whalers on the... Okay. I have no more space to store stuff.
And I have a full inventory of iron, so let's get the move on.
Do you want me to get a full inventory or save some space?
Save some space for something else in case we need it.
Run across bauxite near where we want to build. Certainly grab some of that, as that'll help us build cargo.
Yep. But it's hard to build cargo if you have no nothing to build it on. So, any ideas on... I forgot to set up my wheels.
At some point, you'll have to share with me the waypoint for that.
Front wheels should not have brakes. Thank you very much. Oh, there's coal over there. That's the power source. There was such a thing as just a pure coal. Well, there's stuff everywhere. Nickel.
Yeah, nickel. Coal would be good for steam power.
Yep. Lots of things. We just need to get to water. And then look around water.
It's a massive cliff in front of us.
Is
The
it?
water. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, behind us is the way to go for the to get down to the water safely. There might be a way to that.
Huh? I mean, there's a way to get down safely here. It's just
Little steep.
little steep.
There's also a bulldog going above us.
That's not good. We're getting closer to it. I'm going to start heading. And there's my pizza timer. Everything's happening at once. Give me 1 second. I'll
You
be
can
right
park
back.
and turn off the power.
Parked and power off. I'll be right back.
See if it'll notice us.
Pizza has been received. How's the bulldog?
Getting further away.
Yay. Okay. Powering us back on.
There's a bison showing. Anyway.
I'm not sure if we're going to find anywhere along this coast to settle, but because it seems kind of steep to get down into the water.
Yeah. And if we can get semi-close to it, we could dig into the water if we had to.
Yeah, but we're like 500 meters up, something like that. I mean, taller than trees, so. I'm going to cut across here and see what's on the other side.
There's a semi-decent weight almost down.
I mean, we could always just build on the water.
That is true. I was considering earlier building a small starter ship that can like land and float on water, like a large grid floating ship that can also go to space.
Yeah. Does it look like it's flatter over there? Looks like it might get flatter over there.
Way over.
Yeah. We have seismic surveying now. I could find anything anywhere as long as I could drive for a while. The problem
The
was
other
that
question is,
basin is we couldn't drive anywhere, really.
yeah. Oh, careful, cliff.
Now that is a cliff.
I don't know. The beach over right here doesn't look that bad.
Okay. We'd have the cliff to put a defense tower on. You want to build here?
We
We're
can
only
build
2
here if you want to
kilometers
build
from the
closer to
iron
the.
hole.
Yeah, and on the other side of that hill you climbed over was aluminum, so we're not that far from it either.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the coal. We can use coal in the ice.
And we'll just build
Power.
on the thing. We might make a hideaway bunker in the cliff with a respawn point.
Like the respawn and maybe some small food production inside with the main base kind of flowing out into the water.
Mm-hmm.
Seems reasonable.
I knew it was easy to get back in there.
Oh.
How deep does this get fast? It gets deep kind of fast, but not too fast. Like if you go here, it's like there's a shelf. Almost like, you know, it's an ocean. That was designed to be an ocean.
No.
Right here in this little cove. Well, the base in the cliff, that was more of a backup in case everything goes to hell out here kind of base.
Right.
So it should just have pure emergency stuff.
I was gonna say enough stuff to live on while we started over.
Mm-hmm.
But worry about that later.
Yep. So I might have a slight problem.
So,
My inventory is full of iron.
no. I was gonna drop mine that I still had on me in there.
Oh, I thought you had.
Not all of it.
I'm having it produce some plates, so it'll get eaten up pretty quickly. Oh, that's me being hungry. I thought you were a zombie. You were blue engineers this time. Question is it tied in or out?
I think it's going out.
I think it is out because this beach is awfully big.
Place a block down and let's see what happens.
Don't mind me, I'm sort of eating my dinner as we're doing this.
I'm gonna throw my iron ore in.
Well, if I'm just starting with a power tower, I think I'm okay to start, just to start, right? Because it has to go up anyways. And then we could just watch the tide for a little bit and then decide on what level of the tower we want our base to be on.
Yeah. Just stare out into the thing while you're taking a break and eating, and it'll just be a relaxing moment.
I could do that. In fact, I'm going to do that and mute myself. And you're going to have to keep an eye on hostiles because I'm going to also get rid of the HUD. I'll stand on this tire though, so I'm not in danger. You know what I just thought of? There's a possibility that this planet doesn't have tides.
It's definitely gone down.
Okay.
Because this used to have water touching it constantly.
So I'm thinking we build on this height and we just build it on stilts. Because when the rainy weather happens or storms happen, the waves get pretty high.
Okay, so you want like one more level and that be the base?
Nah. This level here. That level is the base.
Okay.
Hey, look, and you could even get up on it now. And now I build a tower. And now I fall from the tower. And now I fall from the tower because I have no more plates on me. I have forced a dog into a hole by my feet. Oh, another dog eats, so hopefully there won't be any fighting, but you know. Dogs do what dogs do.
What the dog doing? Oh.
Ow. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to go up to 12. That is not the block I meant to place there, but whatever. That is also not the block I meant to place though, and this time there's a big whatever. Now, I'm going to
I have all the iron out of
hurt
me.
myself to death by falling.
Okay. Start filling it up with more iron. Understood. Less is not more, right?
Less is not more. More is more. And gravity sucks. I mean, it pulls.
I come up here and start digging in the side of this mountain to get more stone for refining stuff, while the iron gets refined.
Go for it.
Thus, we can then use that as the start of the bunker.
Exactly. So be careful what you choose. Okay. We have enough iron. I'm going to.
Yep.
At least it's not a inventory full, inventory full, inventory full, inventory full.
Inventory full.
Constant. Why is T on? No wonder I'm having trouble.
T is for trouble.
Every time I rotate a block, I mute myself. And I
You should
can't
probably
change
take
that
one of-
setting until.
Never mind that.
I actually think I was muted when I said that. Probably a good thing. Are we sure the wind turbine stackable
Can be stacked.
and the non-stackable provide the same exact power?
It doesn't say it doesn't.
Normal max output for the normal wind turbine is 300.
have to build one to find out.
Eh, I have built one, and it was 300. So I'll do stackable. So I don't know how we're going to stack them when we can't have to build scaffolding everywhere.
I mean, you could have just built a wider tower and then have them from floor to ceiling on that tower.
You know, they have to be at least 8 blocks off the ground to be efficient, right?
Nope.
Dear. All components were successfully put on production. Now, if you can make them for me, I greatly appreciate that. Speaking of eating, I'm going to take another bite of pizza.
You didn't hear that.
The horrible death scream of a deer?
Yep.
Yep, I didn't hear that. Why is that deer's head buried in the sand?
That's what it did.
Is it, what was that? An ostrich that buried its head? So I don't even know if that's true or if that's just common cartoon behavior. Everything I need to get us our first power generation up and going. not very windy out here.
That kind of blows.
That worked in so many ways. The silence is deafening.
I have so much stone.
That is the problem with more inventory. You
Yep.
have more to deal with. Well, right now we are generating 132 kilowatts. Also, I have the basic assembly bench up and running.
The base?
So,
Oh, hey, look. Water went way down.
yeah, it did. Disappointingly so. Maybe we build on this level?
Now, remember, waves. If it's up there and we get a storm, it is going to get above it.
True.
Besides, you wanted to build it on stilts.
True. So do the math.
Unknown.
If on average we get about 150 kilowatts per wind turbine, how many turbines do I need to build for us to get to 2 megawatts?
Brain just want a brain. Like 14?
Wind turbines are not the answer then. So we need a power solution that doesn't involve the wind. Let's see, what are our options?
We'd have to find titanium to do steam.
We can't do solar yet.
What do we need for solar?
The ability to make glass and solar cells.
Right. So that just means some better equipment.
And power to run that better equipment.
That's true.
I think our only real solution is a mixture of O2 generator, hydrogen power, and coal.
We'll have to find some titanium, because I think we can get to steam if we find titanium. The rest is mostly iron based.
We have to also be able to power the thing to produce the process the titanium. The one coal generator generates 1 megawatt. So with 2, we can run a smelter. And we happen to know where coal is.
Yep.
Be barking, you know.
Do be what dogs be doing.
Okay, I'm getting 2 coal generators built up. And then I'll get a smeltery built up. And then we could go for bauxite and everything else, because then we could actually process it. Still can't process titanium, though. That requires
What does
an
it take
actual
to process
refinery.
titanium? Isn't that a full refinery?
Mm-hmm. As far as I know, anyway.